All right, we're gonna hit every position. Couple of utility guys, couple of pitchers, and this is completely ad lib off the cuff. I'm not gonna have a lot of metrics in here for you. I know the metrics. I think you know the metrics. This is second half. Get out of town on these players. Just get rid of them. Somebody's got to be stupid enough to pick up Alex Bregman. So do it. It could be your best friend. It's like the mafia. They walk in and the guy who walks in is your best friend and you get shot. So it's no different in fantasy baseball. It's just as intense, but no bullets. So let's go around the horn here on what I see, what I have seen, and what I will see in the second half coming. My all bust team, my all continuing bust team. A lot of people are aware, some are unaware that, yeah, people have bounces. There's no bounces with these guys. And I'm going to put my stake in that. And there's a couple of miscues that I gave you guidance on early in the year that I whiffed on that I'm going to proudly say that I whiffed on. And we're going to start at first base, and that's Michael Busch, who I thought and had predicted would hit about 40 homers, a new career high for him. He hit 34 last year. He's got decent, counting stats, and he's going to end up with 90 RBIs and probably maybe 25 homers. But he wasn't worth what I paid for him. I paid for like $25 for him in an auction draft, and that was awful. And he just doesn't have it this year. I thought he'd take the next step. But he's got a great OBP, and I love that because when you have good on base percentage, it means you have a good eye, and a good eye tends very, very heavily towards being a very good baseball player. They've got an eye, they walk, they don't whiff, they don't chase 3 feet out of the zone like Javi Baez. So my first base, who's just going to have a flat second half and not really explode and just kind of mosey along, is Michael Busch. Um, and again, you're not going to get bad numbers out of him, but he's not hitting 40 this year. It's just not happening, or even mid 30s. So that's that. Okay, so now we're going to go on. We hit Michael Busch up, right? So now we're going to go to, let's see, the old bus team. We're going to go to third base, and we're going to go to Austin Riley. Need I say more? This guy has sucked for 3 straight years. 2.5 years, he's absolutely sucked. No turning back for him. I don't know what on earth happened to him. Some say he lost his stroke I don't know. I just heard this today or the other day that his personal batting coach passed away tragically. Hey, we're all human, but he's not human when it comes to hitting because he kind of sucks. And I don't know what happened to him. The funny thing is that they got that first base coach from the Mets who had Soto stealing 38 bases last year. And Riley's got, I think 7 or 8. So to tell you the truth, I mean, if the guy was hitting, that's a hell of a third baseman, having on pace for 16 to 18 steals and 30 homers. But he's not hitting, and I see nothing. My nerds who lock themselves in a room with Statcast see nothing that's going to turn this around. I see nothing when I watch him. He waves at air, and he just stinks. That's it. He stinks. That's okay if you stink. Okay, let's see. We've got the next one coming up. Oh, my favorite from last year, Hernaldo Perdomo. this was just as predictable from the beginning of the year. Who on earth would pick this guy early? The guy spent 7 or 8 years as a below average player. He had one darling season. You don't break out at 30. It's just one of those great years that somebody's just having, and you have to contend with it, and you have to buy it. And look, I'm the first guy, and I've told you this in other podcasts, that I like buying into streaks, and that's where you win leagues, is when you buy into streaks with unpredictable numbers and people coming up with numbers out of their ass. You just ride it until they stop it. Perdomo never stopped last year, so whoever had him was probably a league winner. So I wouldn't, you know, I wouldn't jump on him so much. He's going to be the average Geraldo Perdomo. So I get rid of him. He's going to be a bust the second half. God, my eyes are all blurry today. Let's see. Who do I have here next? Do I have? Oh, Freddie Peralta, pitcher. It's his walk year, and he's only making $8 million, and he sucks. And I think it's probably the Mets, because everything on that team stinks. But if there's anybody that has a chance of turning it around, it's him. But I just think he's just not good this year. And the ERA is in the mid fours. What are you going to get out of him? He'd have to what? Shoot to the low twos the rest of the year to get a respectable level. His strikeouts are down. He's missing the zone. He's all over the place. His whiff rate's down. Peralta is not somebody you want to buy into in hopes that you're buying low. I would sell low on this guy and stay the hell away from him, as I would with Eduardo Rodriguez. Again, another guy who, if you bought early in his streak, you haven't lost in 3 months. 2 months. I don't know what's happened to this guy, but he stinks. Everybody knows he stinks. You know he stinks. I know he stinks. Baseball world knows he stinks. And he's going to get clobbered. And he's going to come down to earth and get really clobbered and give up the typical 8 runs in a third of an inning. He used to have a really good strikeout rate, but he doesn't have that anymore. And I just don't see him as a 2-point-something ERA pitcher. And sometimes you just got to go by gut and watching. And this guy just doesn't have it. So I would trade him as high as you possibly can and buy as low as you possibly can on somebody that you like. Because that's going to make a big difference in your team. All right, let's see, we got Peralta out of the way, Eduardo Rodriguez. Who the hell is this next guy? Oh, we're going to go catcher. And unfortunately, I love this guy just because he's the big dumper. But he's not. No, I don't think so, guys. I watch him. He's like swinging at stuff all over the place. 2 feet out, 3 feet out. He can't hit the fastball. He is like 2 feet behind the fastball. And when you can't hit a fastball, you are totally screwed at MLB. And that's what they're doing. They're throwing him sliders in the dirt. He misses, and then he whiffs high. Carl Raleigh, I see no comeback in the second half. He's going to be a continued bust. Outfield, Jackson Merrill, the guy that I absolutely love pouncing on because he's done nothing since his rookie year. What did he have? 1 steal last year? I mean, I know he's got more this year. He's got like 17 or something, but he's got no power. I mentioned that in an earlier podcast. And when you're going to go for an outfielder, you don't just need steals. You can get that from anywhere. Just go pick up, I don't know, somebody that's a AAA guy that's going to go in the outfield and steal bases for you. But that's all he is. He's got no power. He never will, and he stinks. All right, so that's that. The other outfielder that I have. Oh no! Before we go into the other outfield, let's go to Robbie Ray, who, if he's not striking out people, he's useless, and he's not striking out people, so he's useless. That's all I'm going to say about that. That's it. You see him as a small ERA and getting better. No, it's just going to get worse. He's just not that great. All right. So we said Jackson Merrill. The next one that I think is actually toast, as us old guys used to say, is Christian Yelich. I just think he's actually kind of near the end of his career. I just don't think it's. He's had no back injuries. He's been on the DL or IL once or twice this year, but he's got nothing behind the swing. He's got, I don't even know, 5 or 6 homers right now at the All-Star break. I don't think this is a guy that you should buy low. I think you should sell low and get anything for him because he's not coming around and he's not going to do crap. We got Yelich. Oh, relief pitcher, Devin Williams. Please, do I really have to mention why you don't need to stick with Devin Williams? So I'm not. Let's see. We got Yelich. We got Devin Williams. We got Robbie Ray. Who is the other guy here? Oh, the other outfielder, Jung Hoo Soo of the Giants. He had a really, really good hot streak for maybe, 2 or 3 weeks, but he's very pedestrian. He's on a lot of rosters, which amazes me. He may score a decent amount of runs, but he's useless in every other category. No power, a little bit of a batting average, and he's, again, overrated, overused, and he needs to be traded. And my 2 favorite utility guys, who I dislike enormously, which I dislike from the beginning of the year, is Alex Bregman and George Springer. Alex Bregman can't hit in Wrigley. It's been proven. All the metrics are out with their yada, 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 deep right field and left field, fences and where the ivy is. And what has he got, 6 or 7 homers by the All-Star break? They got him for defense and for club leadership, just like they did with Jason Hayward in 2016, the Cubs, that put the Cubs over the top. They think they're near ready to do it, so they got him. Bregman is not a good offensive player. You can't argue with me with that. If you do, drop a comment in it, and I'll tell you right back. And George Springer is Geraldo Perdomo. He had a career year last year. Let it go. Some guys just have a rejuvenation, like Trout. If Trout doesn't get hurt for the last 3 weeks, this guy's on pace for 40 bombs. And he's great, and I love Mike Trout. And he's one of the greatest dudes ever to play baseball. And he's a guy you could count on for more than just a career year every time because he's an all-star and a Hall of Famer. George Springer is not. That's it. That's the first half wrap. I hope you like it. Please drop a comment below if you have any questions or concerns or tell me to go screw myself. But please hit that like button and subscribe. We got good stuff coming all year.